All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for. Derek Schilling and Jerry Bergeron on the front row. Gil Guac and John Saunders on the second row. Kevin Hayes and Rod Potgieter on the third row. Thomas Byram, Gerald Thanos Poole on the fourth. Danny Passmore and Kevin Bruner rounding out your top 10. Jim Wardlow starting in 11th with Mike Zakar in 12th. Kenneth Bartholomew in 13th, Warren Moore in 14th, Andrew Forrester starting in 15th, Steven Zakar in 16th, Chuck Sweeting starts in 17th, Channing Vickery in 18th, Ryan Seneker starts 19th, and Timothy St. John in 20th. James Lacey, Mike Burgess, John Shermont, Don Anderson round out the 24-car field here at Dover. We talked about that fuel window being a lot different tonight. The tire wear at Dover is brutal, so fuel strategy will not be as big of a deal tonight as the tire strategy will. This high bank concrete track tends to eat those right side tires alive. Angie cheering on Thanos here tonight. Gerald Poole is in that new sim rig, said it is making a huge difference. We'll see how he does here tonight. Pace car is in. Angie Louise cheering on Derek Schilling. Here they come. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away. And Schilling gets a big start. Jerry Bergeron slides down into second. How many will have trouble coming out of turn 2? Nobody appears to have any issues. Cold tires here can be rough. Takes about 3 laps for the tires to really come up and get grip. Then we'll see some blisteringly fast lap times. Kevin Bruner already starting to make a move up on the high side. Kenneth Bartholomew not far behind in 11th. Bartholomew shoots underneath. He moves up into the top 10. Mike Burgess up a couple of spots now into 20th. Timothy St. John now up into 19th. Jerry Bergeron in second. Now is Gil Guac looking underneath. Gil's going to take second place. Danny Passmore gets a huge run out of turn 2, but can't get to the inside on Thanos yet. Andrew Forrester back in 17th, trying to reel in Chuck Sweeting. Sweeting already up into 16th. Channing Vickery now up 3 spots into 15th. Gil Guac just set the fastest lap so far tonight. Still sits about a half second behind Derek Schilling, but he is closing the gap. Gerald Poole, meanwhile, under attack. Thomas Byram going backwards. Byram is losing ground quickly, quite suddenly. Gotta wonder, a little bobble coming through the turn that time. Did he have a problem on a previous turn? The car just started slipping. Now it seems he's found his grip again. Oh, a lot of drivers having problems out of turn 2. Caution is out for the first time tonight. Thomas Byram involved, lap 9. Derek Schilling had just started pulling away, opening up a gap. Byram has gone to pit road. Let's see what happened here. There's Thomas up on the, hard hit into turn 4 wall. Bounces off, loses the entire front clip. Everybody sneaks by safely. Talking to Kevin Bruner during the pre-race, Dover has a tendency to clean itself so the drivers can often avoid an incident. But if they don't, if it stacks up, that track gets full and it gets full quick. Everybody pacing around. Looks like Byram may be out of the race officially. He is officially out of the race at this point. Lights are out. All the cars stacking back up. Nobody came. I stand corrected. 3 drivers did hit pit road. Ryan Senegar, Rod Potgieter, and James Lacey all hit pit road. Potgieter, the only driver to take 4 tires. Pace car is in. Schilling leads them down into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Schilling has got the starts and restarts dialed here tonight. Everybody has heat in the tires here, but tire wear, if another caution comes out, tire wear on the restarts could become a problem here as the night goes on. Kenneth Bartholomew continues his march to the front, now up into 7th place, up 6 spots. On the move also is Channing Vickery, now up 8 spots into 10th. Gil Glock in 2nd, John Saunders 3rd, Jerry Berger in 4th. Danny Passmore now up into the top 5, up 4 spots. Andrew Forrester has moved back up into 15th after losing a couple spots here. Earl, we've got one bobbling. Jim Wardlow has a problem. Manages to get it gathered up, but loses a couple of spots. Drops back into 16th. Chuck Sweeting now at 9 spots into 8th place. We've got a few drivers really starting to charge now, and caution is back out. Ryan Seneker and James Lacey involved lap 17. James Lacey coming out of turn 4. Looks like James just came up on the wreck with nowhere to go. Take a look at what happened to Seneker here. Out of 4. Oh! He came up as the 33 came down. Almost had that car completely saved. Both Seneker and Lacey, minimal damage here. Gil Guac is in. Chuck Sweeting is in. Kevin Bruner, Mike Zakar also on pit road. And they may be far enough into this race to go the distance from here on fuel. Remember, the drivers were talking 45 to 50 laps here tonight. With these pace laps, that's going to put them right there on the edge of that window. One more caution could do the trick. That will also put them at the back of the field, but they will have 4 fresh tires. Now's when the restarts may get a little bit exciting, folks, and you'll want to watch these cars closely. This track does eat the tires quite badly. Drivers have been known to accidentally spin the tires on restarts here at Dover. Could cause a stack up, could cause them to shoot up the track. A lot can go wrong with a restart on old tires. "20 laps may not seem like a whole lot on a set of tires here, but if you're losing 0.5% of that tire every single lap, it adds up really quickly. These tires don't have a ton of grip as it is. As they stack back up for the restart, you know we haven't had a little bit of fun here in a couple of weeks. We haven't been able to get really loud. I'd say it is well past time to crank it up, folks. So once that pace car drops in, once that green flag drops, we are going to shut up. You guys crank the volume up. Listen to all the horsepower coming out of all of these cars. Pace car is in. Derek Schilling leads them out of 4 into the restart zone. Green is in the air. Crank it up, everybody. is not much better than hearing all that horsepower. Caution is back out. Good evening, Russell Worth. Chuck Sweeting, James Lacey involved lap 23. They don't call it the Monster Mile for nothing. Things getting dicey already. Coming out of turn 4, a low just gets wicked loose. And Lacey just nowhere to go yet again. Chuck Sweeting almost had that car saved there for a moment. Russell, how are you tonight, buddy? John Saunders, Kevin Hayes, Gerald Poole, and Channing Vickery now on pit road. And the guys that pitted under that last caution, this is exactly what they needed here tonight. Now their fuel will make it to the end. The guys on pit road and anybody who pits from here on out is good on fuel if we see that long green flag run Dover is often known for. Derek Schilling has led every lap so far. He has had the restarts nailed as well. Perfect restarts every single time. But again, we are back down to a situation where they have had a couple more green flag laps and some caution laps on these tires. They have heat cycled a couple of times now. What kind of an effect is that going to have on the restart? Hey, good evening, Thomas. How are you, buddy? Derek Schilling saying it is very, very slick out there tonight. This restart on old tires, it's going to get tricky. Be careful out there, buddy. Thomas, don't forget Convoy tonight, bud. 8 Eastern. Yeet, Kevin. Hey, good evening, Jared. Everybody stack back up for the restart. Several different tire strategies playing out here so far tonight. Two drivers, Chuck Sweeting and Thomas Byram, already surprisingly out of the race here. Gerald currently running in 21st after just going to pit road, Jared. Pace car is on pit road. And they fire green flag back in the air. Everybody seems to get off the line okay. A mix of old tires and fresh tires throughout the field now. The top 5 all on old. Actually, at the moment, it's the top 8 on old tires. Rod Potgieter. Oh, as Rod makes a move up on the high side out of turn 4. Rod has the freshest tires in the top 10 after making a pit stop on lap 10. Meanwhile, Derek Schilling gets another great restart. Half-second lead. Gil Guac, who was up battling for second earlier on in the race, looked like he had something for the leader. Now back in 12th after that stop. Don Anderson now up 10 spots into 14th. And believe it or not, on old tires, Derek Schilling just set the fastest lap of the race. How the heck did he do that? He is still running on his original tires. Andrew Forrester starting to make his way forward now, also on original tires, up to 5th, up 10 spots from where he started. What a comeback, as on the start he started losing positions very quickly, fought his way back up, and has now marched his way into the top 5. Kevin Bruner and Gil Guac 11th and 12th on fresher tires. The freshest tires, the highest running freshest tires are Kevin Hayes in 15th, Channing Vickery in 16th. Schilling has moved out to a 1 1/4 second lead and just set another fast lap. Jerry Bergeron, the points leader, currently sitting in second place, but Danny Passmore has picked up a bunch of spots, now up to 3rd. Kenneth Bartholomew now up to 4th. Timothy St. John also starting to make some moves forward. He is up 12 spots into 8th. And it does not appear, at least at the moment, like those fresh tires are making a whole lot of difference. Especially with Derek Schilling up front running the fastest laps. Seems that clean air may be the key here tonight. Mike Burgess now up 16 spots into 6th. So far the biggest mover. Steven Zakar has made his way up into the top 10 now as well in 6th. Gil Guac has a problem out of 4. Bruner able to capitalize up on the high side. Jim Wardlow back in 13th has Don Anderson closing in 14th. Kevin Hayes in 15th. Mike Zakar currently running in 16th. John Saunders in 17th. Ryan Seneker sitting in 18th. Gerald Poole in 19th. And Channing Vickery in 20th. James Lacey, currently running at 21st, has had nothing but bad luck tonight, hoping to turn it around. And John Shermott's the only car not on the lead lap, currently in 22nd. Derek Schilling continuing to extend his lead at the moment. Danny Passmore staying right in the points leader's tire tracks. Kenneth Bartholomew sitting back in fourth. Andrew Forrester in fifth. Everybody settling in, trying to find some rhythm, trying to find a way to gain a little ground on the car ahead. Kevin Bruner has now made his way up into 10th. Remember, he is on those fresher tires. Tire strategy should start coming into play here before too much longer. But will it be soon enough for these guys that have fresh tires to go the distance? Will they be able to make up the ground? Or guys like Derek Schilling, who stayed out every caution, have they had enough caution laps to extend the fuel run to do this race without a stop? Derek Schilling has definitely not been conserving fuel at all out here tonight. Jerry Bergeron in second has started to close the gap on the leader, and he is bringing Danny Passmore with him. Channing Vickery has gone to pit road. Gil Guak now on the attack. Gil going underneath Warren Moore to take 8th. Yabba dabba do indeed. This might be the start of those guys that have those newer tires making something happen here. Just under 30 to go. Gil Guak has suddenly started picking up spots. Will Kevin Bruner be able to? Kevin Hayes now up in 13th. One of the guys with the freshest tires. Same as John Saunders back in 15th. They have got to start moving up quickly. Andrew Forrester has Timothy St. John, Kevin Bruner, Warren Moore all closing in. Bruner and Moore still battling. Bruner finally clears. Steven Zakar lurking right behind along with Kevin Hayes. Derek Schilling's lead still holding about 1.1 seconds over Jerry Bergeron. But lap times for the leader really starting to fall. His fastest lap of 23.2, last time by 24.2. Derek Schilling is on pit road. Jerry Bergeron has now taken the lead, but it looks like the leader is in for fuel. Now we see which strategy is going to play out. Andrew Forrester and Channing Vickery both still on pit road as well. Jerry Bergeron, the points leader, now has the lead with Danny Passmore, Kenneth Bartholomew, and Mike Burgess. Those top four have not been in yet. Bartholomew is headed in. Jerry Bergeron is headed in. Danny Passmore now to the lead. Mike Burgess now to second, moving Rod Potgieter up into third. Potgieter stopped on lap 10. Jim Wardlow has had a problem back behind. There is no caution yet. Looks like Jim made it to pit road. There's Jim coming down the back straightaway. May have been trying to get down to pit road. Locks it up, trying to get in. Almost misses the entrance to pit road. We talked about it at pre-race. This track, this pit road entry is extraordinarily tricky. Plus that 35-mile-an-hour pit road speed, it is so easy to speed on this pit road. It feels like it takes forever to drive down it. Mike Burgess now coming in for his pit stop. Danny Passmore still has not been in, nor has Timothy St. John. Got to hang out briefly with Timothy St. John as he comes to pit road. Got to hang out with them online Sunday afternoon doing our first ever community hunt. Man, great guy to hang out with. This whole league is a bunt. Here comes the leader. Passmore is in. 20 laps to go. Rod Potgieter now to the lead. Gil Guac in second. Kevin Bruner in third, Kevin Hayes in fourth, Ryan Seneker now in fifth. Don Anderson also on pit road. This will complete the cycle of pit stops. Rod Potgieter stopped on the lap 10 caution. Gil Guac on lap 18. With the cautions, I think that Potgieter can go the distance from here on fuel. But there are a few of those drivers that did pit on lap 10 that may be in a questionable fuel situation. Derek Schilling, who came in from the lead on lap 49, now back in 10th place. However, he is gaining ground on James Lacey due to the fresher tires. Gerald Poole pitted on that lap 26 caution. He knows he can go the distance on fuel. Thanos just took 7th. Ryan Seneker, who pitted on lap 18, now up into 5th, up 14 spots so far tonight. James Lacey currently in 9th. He had such a rough start. You can still see the damage. 2 wrecks happening right in front of him. He had nowhere to go. Ended up just barely locking the brakes up. Barely getting into both of the cars, but enough to put some damage at the front of that car. Still to hold on, maybe pull off a top 10 here. Man, what a run. Rod Potgieter came into the night 18th in points, has yet to win, has only 3 starts this season. But Gil Guak, who is right behind him, Gil also has yet to win this season. Gil comes into tonight 6th in points. He is looking to make a big jump here tonight. Hotgeaters lead about 0.7 of a second, but Guak is closing in, and lap traffic will come into play as they get 10 to go. And Rod Hotgeater is in. He does not have enough fuel. Gil Guak will now assume the lead. Kevin Hayes in second. Ryan Seneker in third. Hotgeater was the only driver still out on track that had stopped on lap 10 and had not stopped since. Gil Guak now in the lead. Kevin Hayes in second. Ryan Seneker in third. Kevin Bruner in fourth. Gerald Poole in fifth. John Saunders, Mike Zakar, James Lacey, Derek Schilling, and now points leader Jerry Bergeron round out the top 10. Oh! Gil kisses the wall out of 4. Gil letting the cars with fresh tires get by easily. James Lacey is coming back in. That is an unexpected one. Mike Zakar is coming in. Gil Guak is in. Did the drivers that stopped on lap 18 not have enough? Kevin Hayes now has the lead. Seneker in second. Thanos to third. But Seneker stopped lap 18. Can he go the distance? No, he cannot. Bruner, who also stopped on lap 18. Seneker is in. Bruner is going to stay out, and Thanos to second. Kevin Hayes, who has been moving up the points all season long, came in tonight 5th in points. Now takes the lead as a 5.3 second lead over Gerald Poole. And this race has been flipped upside down twice now. Fuel strategy, such a big factor here tonight, and it didn't seem that the tires really mattered as Kevin Hayes gets 3 to go. The question is, can Kevin Bruner conserve enough fuel to make it to the end? John Saunders now to 4th. Derek Schilling has fought his way back up into the top 5. Kevin Hayes, though, big lead at the moment, 4.5 seconds. Out of turn 4, he will see the white flag one more time around for Kevin Hayes. He got the win at Bristol. Looks like he's going to do it again at the Monster Mile. Brilliant fuel strategy, brilliant pit strategy, and a fast car here tonight. Kevin Hayes gets the win at Dover. Gerald Thanos Poole comes home in second. Bruner just needs enough fuel to cross the line. John Saunders is closing, but Bruner runs out at the line. Bruner pulls it off. He comes home in third. And I do believe he is completely... That car is out of gas. Let's talk to our top three, starting with the driver that has no fuel left. We may have to come back and get Bruner. Let's get second place Gerald Poole first. Gerald, some brilliant fuel strategy worked in your favor tonight, buddy. You definitely did, man. After missing the Glen last week, you dropped back to 8th in points. You're going to get a big jump here tonight, buddy. Congrats. Great job, buddy. Congrats. Kevin Bruner comes home in third, and am I right in assuming you were out of gas as you crossed the start-finish line? It seemed to be enough. You were the only driver who pitted on that caution who made it to the end. When did you start conserving? Well, it definitely paid off, man. An awesome run. You're another one that's been moving up in the points. You moved up 3 spots into third. You'll probably take second in points tonight, and midway through the season, it's a great direction to be headed. You definitely did, man. That was a great job. Congratulations on the third. All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, buddy. And finally, our winner, Kevin. We were talking in pre-race about the fact you've been moving up the points, and tonight, well, you're going to do a lot of moving up the points. Well, it was great strategy by both of you. But, man, not only were you clutching it, by the time you took the lead, you had a 5-second lead. You had some breathing room. You were able to utilize some lap cars for the draft. Everything fell perfectly. Bristol and Dover, very, very similar tracks in the way you drive them. And, man, it paid off tonight. All right, buddy. Congratulations. Great win. Kevin Hayes pulls off the win. Big jump in points tonight for him. Thank you guys so much for watching. They will be off next week. We will see you back in 2 weeks. But make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and the YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.